Hands down, my journey with Ex Nihilo has been one from 0 to 1,000 this year, and arguably it's been my favorite house that I've discovered this year. But you all, today we're talking about the latest releases from this house because I have samples and or full-size bottles of them, and I have thoughts on them, good and bad, so let's have some fun and discuss it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. SANTAMARIA here. This is an overview sampling series video for Ex Nihilo fragrances. This is like a part 2 actually, because more scents have come out since I did my original one earlier in the year, and I have thoughts. So as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I am rocking out with MAC Flamingo lipstick, which you all have seen me talk about this one so much this year. Hands down, this has been my favorite lipstick this summer because it's peachy, it's pink, it just goes with everything. I have it paired with MAC Chestnut Pencil, oldie but goodie, and I have on the MAC Clear Lip Glass on top to give it some shine. As always, full beauty details on my face will be down in the description box below, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I wanted something that was floral and fresh at the same time because it's still hot. It is August, and you all, this is from the house of Initio Parfums, and this is Power Self. This was their spring release for 2025. I am enjoying this one because there's an osmanthus note in it along with some musk and things. One thing about Initio is going to give you some clean musk, and particularly in the white bottle line, and Power Self is no exception to that rule. This is an easy reach type of fragrance, particularly when it's really hot outside, so it's right up my alley right now, and that again is Initio's Power Self. And now let's talk about these latest releases from the house of Ex Nihilo. So there are 4 fragrances we're going to discuss, and we're going to do them in order of how they have them listed for as a new release per Ex Nihilo's website. We're going to start out with one I actually talked about in the previous video because it was brand spanking new at the time, hot off of the presses, and I wanted to smell it back when it was cold, and I wanted to of course revisit it because it's still relevant for this year. It is a new release, and see how I feel about it in a different season. And that fragrance is none other than Spiky Muse, you all. I still have my sample. This is what the official samples look like. They have a sponge inside that holds the fragrance, and of course the fragrance title is listed on there so you know what you're getting. But yes, Spiky Muse. This one did get a little bit of buzz in the fragrance community, particularly for those that were already up on Ex Nihilo. I was late to the party. I had heard about them, but I wasn't really into it yet at the time. How things change. Several full-size bottles later, I am all into Ex Nihilo now. But you all, with Spiky Muse, this scent has notes of upcycled natural strawberry. We have bergamot and pink pepper, and then you all in the middle we have rose absolutes, and we have pistachio accord, and then in the base we have cedarwood, akagaya wood, amber fix, and tonka bean. I have reworn this on my body. All of these I reworn these on my body, and as well as paper. So this is full first impressions, not just spray it one time and talk about it. No, I actually wear them on skin. So with Spiky Muse, y'all, I'm really glad I revisited this scent in the summertime because if you all recall back again in February, March, I was not a fan of this fragrance because to me it was like way too tangy, too tart at the time. I wasn't getting the notes they have listed. It just wasn't doing it for me, and I told you all it was a no for me at that time. But I told you all at the same time, I said this will be one I might need to revisit in the warmer weather because of how tart and tangy it is. I think it's more of a summery scent, and I was correct. Spiky Muse is a summer fragrance. This is so pretty now to me. I really enjoy it, and on skin I actually get the strawberry in it, and I also get the pistachio in here too, just on skin. So if you're just testing Spiky Muse on paper, it's not really going to do anything for you. Even though I had wore it on skin then too, I want to be fair, did a full wear test back then too, it did not do anything for me in cold weather. But in the warm weather, there's a brightness to it, there's a woodsiness to it, there's slightly nuttiness because of the pistachio in it. This makes sense to me, and I do enjoy it. And when I did a full day wear of this scent, it did get compliments, so others like it around me too. We love that. So I have to say I'm glad I revisited Spiky Muse because this has gone from a no to a yes. Next up, this one was new. I remember seeing the bottle and the packaging for it, so you definitely knew they were going in a different direction with it. And this is the Generations fragrance. This is what the packaging looks like for the official sample, by the way. What makes this one different is that it's an alcohol-free fragrance, still an EDP, but again, alcohol-free. Plus this packaging looks different from the others, so you know it's different. So with this one, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna get, so let's just see what happens. So that's why I got a sample of it, right? So it has notes of incense, pink pepper, and pear. And then in the heart, y'all, we have fig. And then in the base, we have sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk in here. Interesting enough, this one is very, very minimalistic, completely unisex to me, and it is an alcohol-free scent, meaning it's going to wear very close to the skin. And in fact, this one smells completely different to me from all of the other Ex Nihilo fragrances. It doesn't even smell like it's part of the family. So The thing I will say is I do get the fig in here. So for me, this is a fig and musk fragrance, which is different because we normally don't get fig in this type of scent, particularly in an alcohol-free fragrance. So they did bring something different to the table with that regard. But this scent is not doing enough for me. It's just there. And especially in my whole arsenal of Ex Nihilo fragrances and things, plus their own catalog that they have, I'm not reaching for this. So for me, Generations, I get it. They want to do something different with the whole alcohol-free thing. No, this one is a no for me. I'm good on it, and I'm so happy I got a sample of it in one of my orders from Ex Nihilo because yeah, a sample told me everything I need to know, and that is, this is a big fat no. Now let's get into the fun part, because this was a limited edition release that came back out, because it came out years ago but then it went away. Then they said we're gonna bring it back out this year, and I wasn't gonna miss it now that I'm into the house of Ex Nihilo. And I have the original version, so I knew I would probably like this about 95% of the time, and I was correct. And the fragrance I'm talking about that's also a new release, you all, this is the Lust in Paradise Riviera edition. It only comes in 100 ml size. They have it on their official website. You can order it from their Ex Nihilo boutique, from my understanding, the one out in LA. But yes, I just ordered it online and just went about my business. So with this one, again, this is a flanker to the original Lust in Paradise, which yes, I have that right here. I do have Lust in Paradise. I got this back in the springtime. I do enjoy You Too, and because I enjoyed that was why I was willing to essentially blind buy this. But you all, with Lust in Paradise Riviera, we have notes of bergamot. Then in the middle we have peony, we have tiara flower and tuberose, and then in the base we have musk and cashmerian. And this one, gorgeous. Gorgeous, airy, transparent, floral, also a little bit of a woodiness in the base, and also a little bit of a muskiness. The cashmerian has like a silkiness to it to me. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The main thing in here to me that's different is that in the original Lust in Paradise, because I know somebody's going to ask me this, in the original Lust in Paradise, this one's way more tart because there's a lychee note in the original Lust in Paradise. It's more floral heavy. So interesting enough, rose isn't listed in the original Lust in Paradise, but in my head, I really feel like there is maybe a remnant of a rose, but it's actually a white peony note. So the original to me is absolutely a bridal bouquet, spring bridal bouquet type of floral fragrance, but also super tart. Kind of in that family of, say, like a Delina, those type of scents. If you like that, I think you would absolutely love the original Lust in Paradise. But to me, the Lust in Paradise Riviera, as the name suggests, it's supposed to be more of a summery edition. It's supposed to mimic summer on the Riviera, which makes sense because they added the tiara flower in here. This one's more creamier to me. It's more creamier, a little bit more summery, and leaves a beautiful scent trail. So I say that to say, if you enjoy the original Lust in Paradise, I think you absolutely should try the Riviera edition, because wow. Because if I had to pick between the two, y'all, I actually like the Riviera edition more. I gotta say that. So this is a case where the flanker actually is better than the original, but most importantly, I'm here to say the Riviera edition is a yes, beautiful, amazing. But yes, I still love the original too. Don't get me wrong. But they're for different seasons. Again, original Lust in Paradise spring, Lust in Paradise Riviera edition summer. Both of them are extremely feminine, by the way. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And now for the latest fragrance to come out, because I know there's been a lot of buzz about the original, so the fact that they were dropping an Extrait for this one, I had to discuss it, you all. This next fragrance is, of course, Blue Talisman X-Ray. I recently got a fragrance from Ex Nihilo, so I ordered directly from the website, and I saw they had the option to add samples to my ordering thing, which is normal. That's happened before. But they had the new Blue Talisman X-Ray sample that you could add to your order, and I was like, I do want a sample of that. I do. So of course I added it to cart because it was free, that type of thing, along with your purchase. So I couldn't resist, and I got the Blue Talisman X-Ray. So you all, let's discuss. And for context, yes, by the way, I do have the original Blue Talisman, so I do know what the original smells like, and I can actually compare the two, and we are going to discuss that. Blue Talisman Extrait, you all, it has notes of pear and bergamot up top, and then in the heart, y'all, there's orange blossom and jasmine, and then in the base we have vanilla, sandalwood, musk, ambrofix, and ambery woods. I'm gonna tell you right now, on paper, this is extremely similar to the original Blue Talisman, and just smelling this on paper, I was like, what is going on? I'm not really getting Extrait from this because they are very similar. Emphasis on paper, right? But then, of course, I actually wore this, did a full day's wear, full body wear to really get into it all the way. And on skin, yes, there is a difference. And it finally hit me, it's the orange blossom in here that makes this one different, in my opinion. It's actually more sweeter to me for that reason. And dare I say, the Extrait version actually leans a little bit more unisex, slightly feminine in my opinion. Whereas to me, the original Blue Talisman is unisex, leaning slightly masculine to my nose. Because when I look back over the notes of the original and I compare, the original has like the ginger and the mandarin. It has Georgia wood in here. It has orange blossom too, but I feel like the orange blossom isn't as pronounced. The woodier notes to me are more pronounced. Like there's Akigaya wood in there. Yeah, it's woodier. That's what it is to me. The original is more zingier. You smell a whole bunch of ginger in there. And the woodiness is in that original to me. Whereas compared to the Extrait version, it's sweeter. It's sweeter. There's also the vanilla in here too. It's not as woody to me. And that's what it is. It took me some time to figure it out. And this is why we do these type of videos. But I do like this. I do like this. But here's the thing. I like this. I think it is full bottle worthy. But am I running out to get a full size bottle of Blue Talisman Extrait? Not immediately right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. Again, it's still pretty close to the original. That is true. It takes to dry down for sure. Plus, again, I have a bottle of 50 ml of the original, and you all, in my recent order I did, that I also, of course, got the sample in, they sent me over 2 travel sizes of Blue Talisman, which I was really shocked about that, because I was like, okay. And by the way, this is what they look like when you get them. These are true travel sizes plus atomizers, so I can truly take this per size bottle. These are like 10 mils is what they are, if I'm not mistaken. No, these are 7.5 milliliters of Blue Talisman. And again, they sent me 2. So I have a 50 ml full size bottle and I have 2 of these travel sizes. So I'm good on the Blue Talisman DNA right now. Plus, to me, this is more of a summery fragrance in my opinion, and it's the end of August when I'm filming this video. It's about to be fall, so it's like, will I really be reaching for a Blue Talisman, just any version of it? And I have to say, not that much longer. I don't think so. So if I get it, it'd be one of those things of you get it and just put it up for later. But I do want it, but I'm not pressed to get it because again, I have so much of the original Blue Talisman that I'm like covered right now. But it is a yes. I do like this. So ladies, if you felt the original Blue Talisman was a little too masculine for you, I think you might like the Extrait more. But all right, everyone, those are my thoughts on the latest releases from the house of Ex Nihilo. Let me know your thoughts on them. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you love this house? What are some of your favorites from this house? What are some more fragrances I should check out from them? I'm always getting samples and things. Y'all know this. Drop it in the comments below. I will read them and respond when I can. But until next time, Ills, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.